Here we go!
These words began a revolution in gaming history. Super Mario Bros. Was the cure for the video game crash of 1983, where most people saw video games as a fad instead of seeing it as part of their entertainment diets such as movies and TV. Before the video game crash of 1983, Atari and the Atari 2600 were the leaders of the gaming industry. The Atari 2600 was one of the first gaming consoles for the public. The games on this console soon became classics like Adventure and Pitfall. After a few years, the company started to lose some of its charm and produce low-quality games. Soon Atari made a grave mistake by making the game E.T. the Extraterrestrial for the Atari 2600. This game was the culmination of Atari's terrible business practices, and soon E.T. became known as the worst video game in gaming history and almost bankrupted the industry. People started to give up on video games and saw them as fads and not new forms of entertainment. Then came along an overweight Italian plumber in blue overalls. Mario, with his younger brother Luigi from Super Mario Bros. For the NES, was the brainchild of the game designer Shigeru Miyamoto, with Koji Kondo composing the soundtrack. The game was first launched in 1985 for the Family Computer or Famicom in Japan, while the US got the NES or Nintendo Entertainment System. Although many people's first experience of Super Mario Bros. Was on the NES or the Famicom, this is not the first time seeing the plumber. Super Mario Bros. Is the successor to the arcade game Mario Bros., released in 1983. The story had nothing in particular that made it special, just the regular damsel in distress trope. You, being either Mario or Luigi, need to help take back Princess Toadstool from the evil clutches of the tyrannical lizard dragon, King Bowser. Even though the game did not have a great story, it expressed the many great game mechanics found in Super Mario Bros. As many of you know, most 2D Mario games are known for being side-scrollers, and it all started with this one. The game begins with you as Mario or his younger, much greener brother Luigi if you're playing 2-player co-op. The goal of each level is to get to the end and reach the flagpole. The main way of attacking enemies is either by jumping on their heads or by getting the Fire Flower power-up and gaining the ability to shoot fireballs at them. While trying to reach the end of the level, Mario will be able to collect coins around the world as well as hit bricks and question mark blocks. These blocks may yield power-ups like the Fire Flower or the incredibly rare Star power-up that allows the player to become invincible for a short period of time. Also, if you hit a Koopa, you will be able to hit their shells at other enemies, killing them. There are also hidden blocks that may give you a 1-up mushroom, which grants the player an extra life. Not only are there hidden blocks, but also hidden sub-levels that can either give you more coins or allow you to skip levels altogether. All of these mechanics culminate into a relatively complex game from the 80s, which shows what games could become in the future. We can see how all of these mechanics are showcased when we look at the first level of Super Mario Bros., World 1-1. This world is iconic because it shows the player how to play the game implicitly, as it helps ease the player into the world of the Mushroom Kingdom. With the starting scene, we see Mario standing there. When we try to move forward, we see an enemy, the Goomba. We can hit the jump button and jump on top of the Goomba and kill it. Now we know that jumping on top of enemies kills them, which is one of our attacking moves. Next, we see a question mark block. Curious, we hit the block and we get a coin. We try this with the next one and get another coin. We soon learn that we get another life with every 100 coins. On our third block, though, we get a mushroom. This part of the level was designed so no matter what, we cannot go backwards, and we inevitably hit the mushroom, which makes us grow. Cool, there are power-ups in this game. We continue onwards and we start seeing these green pipes. The player gets a bit curious and tries to go down them. On one of the pipes, we find a secret sub-area. This shows that there are going to be hidden parts of the levels that we have to go out of our way to find in the game, as well as shortcuts we can use to get to the end faster. This shows a type of exploration that wasn't really seen during this generation of video games. Once we come out of the pipe, we go up the stairs and get to the flagpole. But what if we never went down the pipe and instead continued onwards, skipping the pipe as a whole? We might jump up randomly and hit a hidden block. A mushroom comes out of it. Remembering that the red mushroom helped us last time, we get this green mushroom, which increases our life by 1. This shows that there are hidden blocks and secrets throughout the game that it wouldn't hurt to explore. Even after the first world, we still see many staples of platformers and game mechanics in general, from the ever-hated water worlds to Easter eggs to secrets that we still see in many modern games today. With the hidden blocks and sub-levels found in pipes, it shows how complex this game was from the second we turned it on, and how amazing this game was to play decades afterwards. The success of Super Mario Bros. Not only cemented the role that video games had in the regular household, but also created staples for the basics of video game design, as most of the game's mechanics, themes, and ideas have been transferred into new sequels and stories from Mario and his friends. With the game's success, it soon created the Mario franchise, where the spin-off games like Mario Kart and Mario Party were made for almost every Nintendo console ever. This game got 2 direct sequels, Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Bros. 3. The North American Super Mario Bros. 2 was a reskin of the Japanese game, Doki Doki Panic, as the original Mario sequel Mario: The Lost Levels was deemed too hard for North American players. Not only did Mario gain new sequels, but also made his way into 3D with Super Mario 64. This game became a cultural icon, and soon Nintendo's Mario became more familiar than Disney's Mickey. It is undeniable that this game is pivotal in gaming history. This game single-handedly saved the gaming industry from absolute bankruptcy, but also showed the future of games in the gaming industry as we know it. From the days of Pong and the Atari 2600 to Super Mario Odyssey and the Nintendo Switch, we can see the effects this game had on millions around the world, creating a brand that has touched the hearts of many people. This has been the history of Super Mario Bros. For the NES.